I need to. I probably need to prepare myself a better pre-game with that. Actually, yeah, it was an absolute thriller. Credit to Carlton and the defensive pressure they put on in the first half, and we just battled away. And the crowd was absolutely unbelievable. I know the girls could hear it. Another massive Crow-friendly crowd, and they loved it. We loved it. We love our fans coming down. Their support's unbelievable.
Erin's goal, how special was it?
Yeah, that'll go down in the highlight reel, won't it? Terrific team goal. The forwards let it through, and just really special. Something that everybody will enjoy watching, I think, later.
The first time, you didn't keep going until 10 minutes into the third quarter. Was that the nature of the game? Or you had a lot of inside 50s. What was that?
We felt that part of our game plan is to go with speed, and Carlton, to their credit, set up very well behind the ball and slowed us right down. We obviously had that quick change at the start of the game with Gibson and the ankle, so we had to quickly make some changes, and that sort of threw us off a little bit, but no excuses there. Carlton were just better, got their numbers behind a lot quicker than us, and we didn't adapt as quickly as we would have liked, but the second half certainly turned around there.
How special was the win, given the fact you were 2 goals down and goals for a long period of time to get over the line the way you did?
That third quarter goal was a big one. I think really set us up going into the last with our tails up. We knew at 3/4 time that the foot was on the goose's neck, and it was up to us as to whether we put the foot down, and the girls put the foot down.
How bad is that ankle injury to Kel?
Yeah, I'll have to get a medical report yet. I haven't spoken to the doctor, but Kel's a trooper. She wants to play in her hometown next week, and I know that she'll do rehab right this week and hopefully get her back up.
What does that win mean for you guys? Obviously, there's only 2 unbeaten teams now. Brisbane also won yesterday.
Yeah.
It does set you up for a real crack at making the grand final.
Yeah, we think that this competition there's only 7 games, so you've got to win the games when you can. How much you win or lose by can really affect where you might finish. We've never had a long view with the playing group about where we want to finish. We've just gone in week by week to play our best, play to the game plan and get better. And that's what we've done. We've kept it really focused quite simply, given the split nature of our group. And we'll do that. The girls are enjoying themselves in the rooms now. They'll do that this afternoon with their family and friends, and tonight it'll be straight on to Freo and how we're going to beat them next week.
What turned it for you in the second half?
Yeah, I think we went back to what we do best. We went with speed. Our pressure acts in the third quarter we thought were exceptional. That's what we've become known for. We really put the pressure acts up, the tackling. I think we led in contested possessions in the third quarter as well. We really turned around the first quarter. We were led to the footy. We were waiting almost for Carlton to touch the footy first, and then we try and take it. And that's never going to get you anywhere.
Your backline was pretty good today.
Yeah.
Crammy was outstanding.
Yeah, Cramy's a player I don't think gets the attention and the respect that she deserves, or she's not flashy. She just goes back, does her role. CJ's playing a different role for us this year in that she's the general down back. She's used to being a midfielder in South Australian state footy, so she's had to change the way that she prepares and how she measures her performance each week, and she's doing such a great job. She did a great job today, she did a great job last week, and we know she'll do another great job next week.
Because Vescio looked dangerous early, but she was shut out in the second half.
Yeah.
Who did the main job on her?
Ange Foley. Went to her. We made that change pretty quickly, but that was sort of a height issue. Cox started on her. Cox went to the wing, and we thought that Cox really had some important possessions when she went to the wing and just got the ball footy, almost in wet weather type footy conditions.
Is that similar with Brianna Davey? Did sort of have someone go to her?
Yeah, look, we had a team defence mindset with Bree. She's a really important player to Carlton. It wasn't just one individual player that was responsible for her, but more team defence, and we felt that in the end, as a team, we defended her better than we would go individually.
Yeah. Well, she had 15 touches in the first half.
which is still great numbers, isn't it? But we felt that with our team, we could still let our team play rather than sacrificing one to cut her down.
There's a number of seem to be relatively easy drop marks. Was that pressure, Carlton's pressure?
Yeah, Carlton's pressure, terrific pressure by them. That's what we wanted to do over the last couple of weeks, and I got a sense pretty early on that the girls were a bit nervous. I think they could hear the footsteps, and they locked on after half time. They knew that they had to hold their marks. There's no point in sending messages out, hold your marks, stop fumbling. I mean, they don't want to do that. No player wants to go out there and do that, but the skill improved as the game went on.
Bec, just on a big question of where this game is going, ask Damien about what we could do to increase the scoring. Is it a point where playing on a smaller field will help?
No, I wouldn't ever agree with that, Rich. I think it's a lot to do with coaching and game plans, and how how desperate you are to win a game, and sometimes when you're desperate to win a game, the score and the congestion, it really locks up. That's the way you're going to get away, try and jag a win. So there's no doubt. I was saying this before. I don't think it would have been particularly pretty to watch on TV, but we just wanted to get the result in the end today. I think you'll probably see a different type of game next week. That's, I think, the lowest score definitely the lowest score we've had. Yeah.
We see in the AFL where there's a determination now, mindset to play an attacking game. What's going to be required in the women's league to have high scoring games? Particularly if we value high scoring.
Well, it's a personal thing, isn't it? I think every coach is different. I can't speak on behalf of them, but I know what I want to see. As a viewer, I know what I want to watch on telly. I know what my grandma likes watching on TV. It's that old-fashioned footy, those one-on-one contests. You send it into text and she takes the mark, and goes back and kicks the goal, hopefully. That's what people want to see, and I think that's the nature in this developing league as coaches that we should be pushing for, is to develop that standard and then play an attacking brand of footy. It's good for the crowd. It's good for the players.
Do you now give the girls a couple of days off, or in terms of what's sort of plan for the week now?
Yeah, well, we've got the big trip to Perth this weekend. Yeah, big trip to Perth. So we'll prepare exactly as we have every other week. They'll have recovery tomorrow. The Darwin players are out this afternoon, and they'll rehab here in the rooms now. We'll do tape. We do video tape together as one group via Skype, and video. They see the same video as us on Monday, and then we'll have the 2 sessions on Tuesday, Thursday, and monitor the load and just go into it as well prepared as we can.
The Darwin players, they fly directly to Perth?
Yeah. Yes, they'll meet us in Perth. Yep.